Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get him in here.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook. Sometimes I go picking with my boyfriend, sometimes it's my best friend Sue, and sometimes it's my kids. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and hopefully just maybe making a profit.
Okay, now of all the antique shops in the area, this is one of my favorite antique shops. Well, I don't usually venture back here because I don't usually find much. There's not a whole lot of turnaround back in this little corner, so I don't come back here very often. But check this out. I'm loving that. Look at the lines on that. It's so deco for $6. And it's marked Nippon. So that means it's an earlier piece. I'm just digging that. I'm going to look it over real quick along the edges, make sure there's no repairs. You guys know these past few videos by myself, I'm learning to be my own fun sponge. What is that? Is that ceramic? No, it is not. I've got a thing for ceramic. If it's not ceramic, I don't want it. Just kidding. There's that one up there. What is that price? $12 for birds. All right, let me set this down. We have nowhere to set it down. We're gonna set it down on the floor. We're gonna look at this Barbie real quick while we're here. $5 for 2 Barbie dolls. Are those even the old Barbie dolls? Where's Sue when you need her? Okay, we'll come back to that. I get distracted easily. Okay, this. It's 20% off in this booth, actually. Now, this is marked Germany. It's got some birds on it, and they are, wait, let me look closer. They are transfer. So it is a transferware plate. Transferware means it's not hand painted, but it's still a really nice design. I like those birds. I like the shape. I think we'll do 12 with 20% off on that. So it brings it down to about 10. All right, let's revisit this over here. This Royal Hager swan. This is just staring at me. Today's the day of Royal Hager, I'm telling you. Oh, $24. $24. Okay. I just don't know if I have the resale for that. It's probably about what it's worth. Okay, all right. I don't want to dump this out. I'm going to set you guys down. This is what I'm going to do. You guys get to look at all the dust down there. Okay. Check out these Barbies. I don't think that these ones are very old. I don't know. I just don't know. She's got kind of a funny looking face. I'm gonna take pictures and send them to Sue and see what she thinks. She's the Barbie expert. And the whole bag is $5. I feel like it's worth that in parts because a lot of the time Sue robs the legs off of these things when she does repairs. So I'm gonna send her pics. Okay, well, we have reached the giant cart of blankets and quilts. And now we are going to dig in. I'm already seeing some craziness. By that I mean some crazy quilts. Not sure what prices he has on those. This is actually a really heavy one. What is the price? $38 for a crazy quilt. This is what I'm talking about. I told you today was going to be a quilt day. You thought it was going to be a Royal Hager day. I fooled you. All right, let's get in there and see what we can find. Okay, well, here we have quilt option number 1, which I say option number 1, but let's be honest. I kind of like it. Unfortunately, I'm seeing now there is some serious, like, moth damage. I've never actually seen, like, physical moth damage before, but all these little white things, is that seriously what that is? I'm guessing it's moth damage. Oh, I don't know. See, now this quilt is just $58. But I don't know with that damage. Looks like a patch there. All right, so I think we're gonna scratch this one. We're gonna keep looking. Okay, here we have a crazy quilt. Now the crazy quilt is all of these not square pieces, I guess is the best way to describe it. It appears to be like, it's like a really heavy fabric. This one is 38. It looks like a 35/8. I don't know. I'm gonna say 38. I don't know. I'm not really feeling this one. I'm not feeling it. Maybe I should be, and I'm just not. All right, I'm gonna, let's see. I'm gonna completely unfold it. This is so much harder by myself. I feel like the crazy quilt should go all the way out to the edge. The edge is just overcompensating for the quilt. Probably because the quilt wasn't big enough for the bed and they had to add the border. I know, you don't have to tell me that. But I'm not feeling this one either. Okay, now this feels like the one, right? Except over here, we've got a serious issue with this tear. But I don't know. I feel like somebody who knows how to sew could fix this somehow and save this quilt. What I love about this is this thing right here. It's like a medallion. Kind of an unexpected, awesome medallion right there. It looks like there's another tear up there. I don't know if I would sell this as a cutter quilt. It's, okay, honestly, it's $38. Let's just be upfront about that. It's a $38 quilt. I feel like I would want somebody to save it and not necessarily cut it up. I don't know if that could be done. And I know I've looked at this one before and I've passed it up for $38, but I feel like I'm going to do it today. I feel like today's the day. You know, I said that about the clown bowl the other day, and I feel like the same thing about this quilt. So we're going to grab it for 38 bucks. Oi. I hope somebody loves it. It's a piano baby holding a bottle with his feet, and it's only marked for $2. A lot of the valuable piano babies are typically from Germany. This one is Norcrest, Japan, but it's unique and it's kind of fun. Honestly, it's got the fun factor, and it's only $2. But it is a piano baby, so they would set these on the pianos in Victorian time, and that's how they got their name of piano babies. I did kind of wrap some of our stuff in the quilt that we got to kind of ease it a little bit, but I'm still feeling kind of nervous. Check this out. Look at that. Look at the design on that. Now, we've got one of these listed right now in pretty poor condition. If you remember, we picked it up in a video. It was listed and then we had to take it down because we noticed there was damage and the seams on the side were completely just gone. This one, the seams on the sides are good. It's actually marked made in France. They want $19 for it, but the one we have listed right now, the damaged one, is selling for about $15. And I feel like this one, I mean, the colors are much more vibrant. It's in good condition. I feel like we can get at least $19 for it. So I am going to take this with us. I'm in love with that. Oh my goodness. Look at this little guy. He is just so cute. He's got $9 on him. Little bulldog. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get him in here. Okay, well, you'll notice that the quality of the video has gone down a little bit. It's because I accidentally filled up my SD card and I don't have another one. So we're now using my phone. So not only is the audio quality down, the video quality is down a little too. I'm not usually this unprepared, but I did just find a quilt. So I'm gonna give you guys a peek. It's in a little bit better condition than the purple one. We've got this blue one right here, and they want $40 for it. $40 for the blue quilt. Now it does have some discoloration that I'm seeing, mostly in the squares with the pattern. So I don't know if the squares with the pattern were like a different date or if it was repaired at one point, because up here, this square looks to be discolored as well. So it may have been repaired or fixed. I don't know. But I almost wonder if washing it would take out some of that discoloration. A lot of you ask what I do to wash them, and honestly, I put them in with warm and OxyClean on a gentle cycle with a 2 shout color catchers just to make sure there's no bleeding, and then I hang them to dry. That's what I do. Unless there's tears or rips, and then I usually don't clean them, and I put that in the listing. So anyway, they wanted $40 for this, and I don't think it doesn't give any indication that there's any % off here, so we're gonna pay $40 for it. I think we can double our money on it. You guys remember the canister that we bought recently? Here we have a pair of Rosenthal Netter candlesticks. They've got them marked for $49. That's probably about what they're worth, but I just really liked the design. You know, the canister we got was that orangey. These are more of a cooler color, the blue and the green. So I thought those were neat. I wanted to show you guys. I'm not really seeing a whole lot else in this booth worth climbing over my basket. Okay, I think I am in love right now with this lamp. Oh my gosh. $225 for a parrot lamp. I'm sure it's absolutely worth it. That is fantastic in every single way, shape, and form. I guarantee if I was to send this picture to Andrew right now, he would say yes, please. No questions asked. I love this lamp. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I just spotted this really pretty dresser jar. It's got this moriage, which is this kind of raised texture. I don't see anything wrong with it. I really love this bird. I'm hoping that says 10 and not 18, but it is made in Japan. So we are going to take this under the presumption that this is a 0 and not an 8. I really like that. Okay, now this is the vendor that has the most amazing quilts. Now, they are all priced what they are worth, so there is no picking any of the quilts in this booth, but I love to come in here and just admire them. Oh my gosh. It has all these people's names. I almost wonder what kind of quilt this is. Maybe it says down here. Maybe it says, along with the price. Let's see, $145. Signature quilt, okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Like I said, some of the most amazing quilts. They're all priced for what they're worth. But they're just stunning. Floral quilts. We sold one like this recently that we got at the estate sale. Sorry if you guys can't hear me very well. The audio on the phone is not as good as the camera, I know. We've got coverlets, Jacobean coverlets. Some really nice pieces in here. One's 85, 95, 85, one or the other. But just not in the cards for resale. Just really nice pieces. All right. Ooh, look at that crazy quilt. Yeah, $290 for that crazy quilt. But these are the ones I look for when I look for crazy quilts. You can see that they painted little people. There's a little person right there. They painted that flower on there. there's probably a signature somewhere on here with a date. A lot of the times they would actually date and sign their work, but that is the ideal example of a crazy quilt right there. I love it. Okay, so our total spend there at Bedford Antiques was $186. It was a little bit more than I had planned on spending, but we did get some really nice quilts. Quilts do well for me, so especially the blue one I think is gonna do pretty well. Probably $80 to $100 on the blue one. The purple one, I might get $50 to $60 on that. So we'll do all right. The figurines, the piano baby, well, we'll talk about it in our haul video, so stay tuned for that. Tomorrow we're also going to bring in the stuff that Andrew got from the auction that he went to, where he spent $700, so we'll have that in our haul as well, and we'll be doing that tomorrow. We'll talk about everything that we got, what we paid for it, and how much we can expect to get for it on eBay, so tune in for that tomorrow, and we'll see you then. Later.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook.